Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. And today we're going to be reacting to the new episode of Death Battle, which just came out, which is Black Adam from DC versus Apocalypse from Marvel. And I gotta say, I've been really looking forward to this one. I think I've maybe hyped myself up a little too much, because I have quite high expectations for this one. Just because I've really wanted to see this fight for quite a while now. I think these are two really awesome characters. This is one of really the only remaining Marvel versus DC fights that I'd be really excited to see. And to know now that Death Battle has actually made this episode and I'm gonna watch it right now, you know, I think that's awesome. In terms of who I'm rooting for, I'm not rooting for one over the other. Personally, I really like both of these characters, and more so than anything, I just want to see a really awesome battle and reasoning that makes enough sense to me. You know, analysis and reasoning that makes sense to me and doesn't confuse me or anything. In terms of who I think is going to win, honestly, I really don't know. I said in my prediction video that I made 2 weeks ago that I think that Black Adam would win, and, you know, I kind of still want to say that for right now, but I feel like Apocalypse could very easily turn the tables. I feel like a big thing is, you know, Apocalypse's crazy abilities, like the extent of those abilities as well, him being able to change his body and like come up with new powers on the fly, or at least, you know, like manifest new powers, you know, that kind of stuff, along with his regenerative ability as well. I feel like all of that can make it very difficult for Black Adam to anticipate him and put him down for good. However, if Black Adam can reliably counter those crazy abilities, which I want to say there's a fair chance he could, because he does have a number of resistances and he has fought a wide variety of characters with a wide variety of powers. So if he can reliably counter all of that, then I want to say that Black Adam's general strength, speed, and durability should be enough to do the job, at least after enough time. But I don't know. Maybe Apocalypse's arsenal is actually better suited to take down Black Adam than the other way around. I'm not sure. But again, either way, these are two absolute powerhouses. They're both, you know, really strong and really cool characters, at least in my opinion. So I'm excited to see this fight, to see, you know, what Death Battle does with the animation. I hope they go crazy with it, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, you know, either way, again, as long as it makes sense to me, I'll be happy. So without further ado, let's get started.
Slash Death Battle today to get 10%
So this should be around the
off
end of the
That's
ad.
betterhelp.com/deathbattle.
Almost. All right, here we go. Really excited for this one.
Black Adam, DC's ferocious champion of Shazam.
Oh, yeah.
Apocalypse, Marvel's baleful mutant conqueror. Anubis, Toth, Ra. For over 30 centuries, Egyptian mythology spawned countless legends. And we've got comics' biggest baddies this side of the Nile. He's
Oh, yeah.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
Kind of
to
an
find out
obscure
who would
connection,
win
but it still
a
works.
Death battle.
Okay, nice looking animation.
You've heard
We'll
of
have to see what
Gotham,
happens
the
with it.
Mascara, Metropolis, just a few of DC's unique tourist spots.
Right.
But there's another.
They specialize in
South of the
fictional
Mediterranean
areas.
Sea and north of the Sinai Peninsula rests the sovereign nation of Kahndaq. Well, those spots have Superman and Batman solving crimes like it's magic. Kahndaq's got an actual magic man saving them.
Yep.
Black Adam. Long ago, Teth Adam and his people were enslaved by the conqueror Ebok and his army of barbarians. All he had
Which is
left
just
was
so
his nephew,
rude, right?
Upon fleeing certain death, the two stumbled onto the Rock of Eternity, a mystic
That
lair
name
has
sounds
defended
familiar.
magic since the dawn of time. Here, the two earned an audience with the lair's masters, the
Played by Dwayne "The Rock"
Council
Johnson.
of
Hell yeah.
Wizards. Seeing the purity
The
in
Rock
little
of
Lamont's heart,
Eternity.
this wannabe Gandalf decked him out with super magic, and being the nice guy he is, Amon shared some magic power with his uncle. Spoiler alert. Not his best idea.
Right.
They returned to Kahndaq to free their people, but their methods reached an impasse. Amon wanted to use his powers to resolve matters in a peaceful fashion. However,
Good for him.
Adam desired vengeance, emancipation,
Bad for him.
or slaughter.
Well,
So
or
Uncle
badass
Ted
for him.
set his nephew down, man to man, looked him straight in the eyes, and then frickin' killed him. Then used his borrowed power to steal the rest of the super magic. You know
Right.
what they say? No nephew, no problem. With the full
That's
might
not
of
what
the
they say,
wizards at
but
his
I guess for Black
fingertips,
Adam it applies.
Black Adam annihilated the barbarians and freed his city. Suffice to say, he's not exactly your typical hero. Even the superhero A-listers don't try him, and for good reason. Kmart Merlin here didn't give Adam some nerdy wand, but that dope shit, the living lightning. While it may function just like real lightning, this living lightning is among the most potent spells in comics history. It's magic lightning. You ever seen normal lightning kickstart a
magic character?
Juice up the Flash? Because Black Adam's lightning did, and activating
which is pretty
it is
crazy.
as easy as saying the magic word. Shazam!
Oh yeah, he has Shazam as well, but the letters spell out
word.
different
Should he
gods.
shout like Black Adam or Shazam?
No.
Remember
The Wizard Shazam.
This is Mamaragan, the mightiest of the wizards. To better protect the multiverse's magic, he promotes individuals to be his mythic champions. Black Adam is one of the first.
Yeah,
So
that's
kind of
another
like
point.
Shazam with another
Billy
name.
didn't
I
come
like
until
my idea
later.
better. Shazoo! It really lets you know you gotta be quiet, like when you're in a zoo or, you know, the animals will
Planet of the Apes.
kill you.
New Planet of the Apes is pretty
Wait,
cool.
Is that not a real thing? Can I talk at the zoo? But when
Yes, you
Death
can,
Adam shouts his
Boomstick.
magic word, lightning
I do it
pours
all the
from
time.
Clouds, transforming him from meager human to wizard Jesus, and vice versa.
Right.
Simply put, Black Adam is imbued with the powers of God. Well, gods, plural.
Exactly.
As his gifts come from multiple mythological legends. At first, he got juiced up from the Greek gods. Zeus, Atlas, Herc, you know, all those buff guys and gals.
Yeah.
But it didn't really
Where
work
Shazam
out,
gets
though,
his powers.
'cause he kinda died. Yet Kahndaq craved for their hero's return. So Black Adam's most devoted followers collected all of his ashes and prayed their hearts out. This time to their own pantheon. Goodbye, muscles, and hello, bird people. Black Adam was reborn, now with the powers of the Egyptian pantheon. Gods like Shu, Amun, and Horus gave Adam the basics. Super strength, speed, flight, and an undying body. But the real magic's with the other three. The power of Aten channels the living lightning throughout his entire body for combative purposes. And the wisdom of Zehuti improves Black Adam's strategic thinking. It's a council of knowledge from the gods that clues Black Adam in on how to defeat his enemies. Like, for instance, when evil
That could be
Joker
very
Batman
useful
drove
against
Billy
Apocalypse,
mad, Billy
actually.
went all King Shazam on Kahndaq. But guess what? Zehuti had Black Adam instinctively lead Billy into a trap to destroy his ass with the power of Sunday prayers.
Wow.
Hallelujah! Holy
That's
shit!
like auto
And finally,
thinking.
the courage of Mehen. Besides minor healing and resistance to mental attacks, Mehen's power granted Black Adam an indomitable will. It's got him through some really rough patches. His family, dead. His country, wasted. His wife got revived. She turned to stone.
Name a character
You
more
can knock him
tragic. I'll
down,
wait.
Sure, but he ain't staying there. Mehen helped make Black Adam a non-wavering and decisive leader. The whole world can turn against him, but he would not care so long as Kahndaq is safe. To reach those ends, he's partnered with the Justice Society of America, the Society of Supervillains, and even the Justice League. Rubbed elbows with Superman.
He's also
one day
fought
and
the
Lex
Justice
next.
League and
So,
like everyone,
is
but
Black Adam
yeah.
a good guy or a bad guy? Neither. Only the side that benefits his people matters.
Exactly.
He's not concerned with morality, and his brash nature is frequently misunderstood. It's what led to the
He's defeated the
entire
four
JSA
horsemen of
jumping
the apocalypse.
twice, and they still couldn't check him. Adam's just built
Exactly.
that different. Black Adam caused sandstorms with a single clap, pushed the moon, and killed the four horsemen of the apocalypse. One time when space cultists came a knocking on Earth, he fought side by side with his best bro, Sinestro. Afterward, when the Yellow Lanterns dipped and took their rings with them, Sinestro let Black Adam keep the one he got. Now that's a bromance. And can I just
Is that
say,
being included in
Black
the
Adam
fight?
makes a mean lightning tiger. He murdered the Council of
I mean, that'd be pretty
Wizards and
cool,
later
but I wasn't
endangered
expecting it if that is
Mamaragan
the case.
himself. And the Almighty Wizard's a part of the Quintessence, basically DC's gods who watch over the multiverse. No surprise,
Spectre's
since Black
there.
Adam effortlessly broke Spectre's body, another Quintessence person. Sure,
Which is
he's
like,
torn off
how
Hawk's wing
even?
and tried to kill Wonder Woman, but through the eyes of his people and loved ones, Black Adam is a hero. A moment's gaze from their idol is all they need to carry on living. So invaders beware.
Not gonna lie,
No
he's
one's
sounding
truly
pretty
safe from the
unstoppable right
true
now.
Savage champion of Shazam. Ah, shit, I was kinda hoping I'd transform there. Shazoo!
Yeah, that. Oh, sorry, that's an ad. Hang on. It'll end in a second.
Arcteryx.
I'd like to see Boomstick with the power of
Let me
Shazoo.
tell you about one of my favorite graphic novels. It spells the
Is it
end
Marvel?
of all days, when madness reigns supreme and order is shattered. Mounted upon white horses, death, destruction, pestilence, and famine bring
Sounds like
about
he's just
a
outlining the
world
myth,
anew.
or
It gets dark
the
as
legend, you
shit,
know?
like literally, and I'm there for it. Are you talking about the Bible?
Oh, right, yeah, the Bible.
No,
Yeah, sorry,
this
that's
is
what
a
I meant.
Marvel comic. 5,000 years ago in Marvel Comics,
There we go.
the
Yeah.
Egyptian Aqaba tribe birthed something terrible. An ugly child. To them, he was a demon. Like a mix between Great Value Thanos and a box of chopsticks. So they
That's baby Thanos.
in the desert to die. Luckily, Ball of the
Which again,
Crimson
so
Sands
rude.
tribe saw differently. Within this child, he saw a conqueror. He
I
raised
liked
up his
X-Men Apocalypse when I
Ensabanur,
first saw
the
it.
morning light. And
Right,
above
there you
all,
go.
he
I liked it
taught
when I
him
first
one
saw it,
major
not as much
lesson.
anymore.
Only the strong survive. Nur became a warrior, same as his peers, but his
Also, I
physical
think I heard his
differences
name
made
is actually a
experience
mistranslation
unique.
for what it's supposed
He
to
was
be,
stronger,
but
smarter,
I could be
and
wrong.
hated. Even to these people, he was an outsider. Then the Pharaoh killed Baal and enslaved Nur. Dude had no one left on his side except for this chick who he had a thing for. But everyone
Obviously.
he meets apparently just wants ugly people to die, even when he saves their life. Shit,
As an
just
ugly
like right,
person,
girl.
I take
Goddamn.
offense to
And
this.
so he embraced the perceived truth. If he was a monster, he would prove it. Betrayed by all and respected by none. If no one would care for Ensabanur, they would all fear Apocalypse.
Hell
Long story
yeah.
short, he's a mutant. And not just a
Right.
creepy-looking dude like Beak over the... God, I
Oh,
almost stuffed
Beak.
my mouth
I
a
feel
little
so
bit.
bad for you.
Anyway,
You just got the short end on
superpowers, and they're
everything.
on a whole nother level. He has inhuman physiology and intelligence, along with complete control over his molecular structure.
Yeah.
Allowing him to reshape and mold his body however he pleases. Yeah, but I guess he's too proud to just, like, turn himself into Jason Momoa or something.
Right.
With the combination of his
Or The Rock.
not-so-screw-tight tactical brain and prowess, Apocalypse conquered Egypt, leading it into a prosperous age with an iron fist and an ocean of blood. He'd then set his sights on the very world itself. Just one problem.
Mhm.
The world had a bunch of X-Men and Avengers running around.
Well, you
stopping
can't have
from
that.
domination. To accomplish his big dream, Apocalypse needed something more. But that would all change upon the arrival of a certain mutant messiah. Okay, so first,
We've seen
Apocalypse
Cable
found
before,
some
yeah.
space tech that belonged to Celestials, basically Marvel's gods. Despite
Yes.
its amazing potential, he wasn't able to make use of the technology until the time traveler Cable showed up to kill him. Instead, Cable accidentally infected Apocalypse with a techno-organic virus, a disease
Damn it.
that turns organic matter to futuristic technology. Turns out,
Oh,
this
Boomstick,
is
what's happening?
exactly what Apocalypse needed to access the Celestial tech. With the promise that he would repay the Celestials later, he was bestowed a gem that would change the game forever. This is a Death Seed, a celestial artifact with
They're
the
including
purpose
the
of
Death
leading
Seed.
Earth into a higher evolved form. By injecting a Death Seed into someone, they are transfigured into one of Apocalypse's horsemen, a being of incredibly fatal power. Don't
Right.
forget about that techno-organic virus.
Kind of
either.
reminds me of Fear itself
Controlling
a little
the virus
bit.
means controlling all technology with your mind. Cable couldn't tame it, but Apocalypse's power is so vast, he had no issues controlling it. So
Well, that
take
works
the
out for
God
him.
Pyramid, add a super tech virus, multiply the X gene, and what do you get? An Apocalypse who is unrecognizable from his meager past. With these
Or
three
from
under his
Oscar
command,
Isaac.
any superpower you can think of is now at his disposal.
Which,
Apocalypse
again,
can teleport,
is
blast all
ridiculous.
sorts of energy, turn invisible, regenerate limbs, read minds, and friggin' fly. Look at him whiz! He's got his hands behind his back, and he just doesn't give a shit. And most
Well, it's like
impressive
Iron
is his
Man,
ability
right?
To siphon energy. He once absorbed Cyclops' laser with his bare hand.
Oh,
the same
damn.
laser that can split planets.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the virus incorporated technology into his molecules. With mere thoughts, he can construct fake bodies, entire robot armies, and even morph himself into a kaiju. At his peak, virtually
Yeah, size
no one
changing.
stands a chance. On a bad day, Apocalypse bodied 6 of the strongest X-Men in a minute. His telepathy alone contends with Jean Grey, one of the greatest psychics in Marvel. He's
Yeah.
out-muscled and outpaced both Hulk and Thor. And we all know how crazy those two are.
Right.
We're talking about heroes able to destroy the Marvel Universe. And in an alternate timeline, Apocalypse even slaughtered a Celestial with his bare hands. His bare freaking hands.
Fuck.
Wow. Way to pay
I
him
definitely
back for
didn't
that
know about
solid
that.
they did you, bro? With that Death Seed in tow, it's hard to attribute Apocalypse as anything but a force of nature, especially when said Death Seed has mutated beings capable of fighting the Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity and the primal force of life. In fact, Dr. Doom claims the Death Seed is directly comparable to the Phoenix itself. So much pain.
Well, he's probably
so
right.
many bodies.
He's Dr. Doom.
Apocalypse is an agent of war and has the scars to back it up. And even when someone manages to take him down, so long as he's got blood, metal, and that Death Seed, he'll just keep coming back again and again.
Right.
And again. Ball would be proud. for what is more inevitable and more dramatic.
And some people
the
don't think
annihilation of
Apocalypse is
humans
cool. Like,
than
that
the
is so cool.
Apocalypse himself.
Yeah, okay.
Death Battle is sponsored by
I got to admit, I'm a little more torn now, even more so than I was before. Let's skip through this.
Started to get your new Death Battle.
All right, Death Battle. Pause the video. Okay, so I don't know how long I'm going to be talking about this. It might be a while, might not be a while. I don't know how much I want to cover. I don't know how much is really necessary to cover. So, okay. The thing that still makes me think that Black Adam is going to win is the fact that he has resistance to mind control from characters as strong as, like, Martian Manhunter and, like, other very strong characters. Just, like, mental powers. He has resistance to all of that. But he also has that one god, like the mental god, that will just figure out how to defeat your opponent. And for something like Apocalypse, that is very helpful. Because with Apocalypse, again, with all those powers, you might be looking at, like, how the hell do I defeat this character? But if you have someone who can just, like, show you the way, then that's pretty overpowered in and of itself. However, part of what I'm thinking is that, like, I know that that Black Adam has performed, like, Herald level feats and even sometimes beyond, you know, and so is Apocalypse. But in terms of, like, the whole universe destroying stuff, they really only brought it up for Apocalypse, unless I just really missed something about, you know, they said, like, Black Adam can take on this character who could destroy the universe or whatever. Like, maybe I just missed it, unless they didn't say it at all. It just makes me think, like, are they gonna, you know, pull the thing where it's like, oh, you know, Black Adam wins, and then, you know, because Apocalypse has taken on these characters, but Black Adam has taken on these characters, and let's talk about that, you know? So, I know for a fact that Black Adam has taken on similar characters to Hulk and Thor, you know, but it doesn't seem like Death Battle really talked about that. I don't know if that was on purpose, or if they're actually going to use that as part of the reasoning, that they actually think that Apocalypse has better feats. Again, I'm not aware of every single feat these characters have pulled off, so I can't just say, you know, as of right now, like, oh yeah, I think, you know, I know that this character has better feats. I just don't, you know? And it's all up to their interpretation anyway, because they're the ones making the battle. So, you know, that's it, you know? But again, you know, with Apocalypse being able to give himself, like, any powers that he wants, you know, with the Death Seed, I don't know, like, if he just sticks the Death Seed into Black Adam, does he just win? Like, does he, like, assimilate him at that point? I don't even know. He does have the energy absorption, which I think could be bad for Black Adam. Especially, like, we even saw in Captain Marvel versus Shazam how Captain Marvel absorbed the energy and shot it back at him, and it just turned him back into a boy. And I know that, you know, Black Adam could theoretically just say Shazam and turn him back into a god again, but, you know, still, like, that's something to point out, you know? So I don't know if it's going to work exactly the same way here, but still. Again, though, I don't think his mental powers are going to be that big of a problem for Black Adam. The whole regeneration stuff, too, it's like, I want to say, like, does Black Adam have the capability to put Apocalypse down? I'm not sure, you know? Again, if he does have the capability to do it, then I want to say that one god in his head telling him how to beat characters would be able to do it. But the fact also that Apocalypse apparently in an alternate timeline defeated a Celestial, I don't know if that was, like, based on different conditions than what would be normal, or if it literally means Apocalypse is just strong enough to defeat a Celestial under his own power, period, you know? Because, again, it just didn't really well, they did talk, actually, you know, never mind. They did talk about Black Adam taking on the Spectre. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how Death Battle is going to analyze it, if they're going to say that the Spectre is above Celestials or the other way around or whatever, but it's clear both of them have taken on, like, these ridiculous godly characters. But again, I think it really just depends on whether or not Black Adam can figure out how to kill Apocalypse, and I think he can do that if there is a way to kill Apocalypse. So I still want to say there is, because usually Death Battle doesn't say, oh yeah, this character is unkillable, therefore they win, unless it's, like, supporting evidence on top of, like, general evidence, you know, like the character is just more powerful or faster or whatever. I'm not even sure about their speed either, damn. The energy absorption could still be an issue. Damn, I ended up talking about this for quite a long time. I'm just going to say Black Adam. I'm going to say that there is a way to kill Apocalypse, and Black Adam's just going to figure it out. And that he's taken on so many of these abilities before that he will be able to reliably work his way around them. And if Apocalypse wins, I could totally see it. I know it's really just because, again, he has so many powers that he can draw from. So he can just amp those powers up to any level that he wants, like, I can totally understand it. And again, I just want to see a really cool battle. So either way, let's watch the battle. Again, I am so excited for... Oh, it started like a comic panel. That's cool. I'm so excited for this. It's like a 3D environment, too. Wow. Sprites look pretty good. I guess they're already starting to fight. And I did hear the track earlier. Pretty damn good track. Of course, you got to get that supervillain banter in there. Okay. Did he just absorb the energy? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. But they both seem to be able to handle each other quite well already. Oh! He caught him. Did he grab the death seed, or what is that? Oh, God. Ow! That would hurt. Yeah, he can just morph his body however he wants. Okay, that looks like energy absorption to me. And the robot army, I didn't even think about that. But I think Black Adam would be able to handle that. Oh, I forgot about the ring. Yeah. Completely forgot about that. That would definitely help. Ooh, nice. Oh, God.
Get the hell out of my country.
Exactly. Oh, like Homelander, get the fuck out of my country. Oh, boy. Oh, the art for Apocalypse here looks really good.
I refuse to relinquish my home to you heretics. Shazam!
I love the story they built here. It makes a lot of sense. And what happened there? Oh. You can just reform.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. Holy crap.
I never offered you a choice. Now,
Is he dead? Oh, God. That's, the end. Alright, so Apocalypse did win. Like I said, I totally understood if he did.
Sure brought the apocalypse to Kahndaq. And our camera, goddammit! That's gotta be like, what, $30 whole?
Oh my God.
this result surprised us. For what it's worth, both Black Adam and Apocalypse displayed ludicrous levels of godlike ability.
Oh
Both
yeah.
of their power supplies compared to cosmic beings like the Phoenix and Super Gandalf. And both
Exactly.
heroes like Thor and Wonder Woman.
Right, the victor could not be deduced by strength and speed alone. Rather, it depended on how their abilities countered
So
each other.
that's,
In
yeah,
that
that's
regard,
how they're going for it. That makes sense to me.
For starters, he could one-up the living lightning. For almost any power,
Had a
Black
feeling they were
Adam
gonna go this way.
Had a better version of it, and then some.
Not enough of a
Half
feeling
Black
though, of
Adam's
course.
pantheon granted him abilities that Apocalypse possessed through his mutant genes alone, notwithstanding all his other abilities from celestial tech, the techno-organic virus, and the death seed.
Well, Black Adam did have something Apocalypse didn't. The wisdom of Sahuti, big brain guy.
Exactly. I want to hear them talk about this.
Death seed stuff.
And without a death seed, Apocalypse would not have fared nearly as well against Black Adam's strength and tenacity.
So to win, Black Adam would have needed to figure out how to destroy the Death Seed, but Apocalypse could defend against that and had way more options for his own victory.
His telepathy got
Okay.
the best of Jean Grey, and there's no reason Apocalypse Apocalypse couldn't mind-read Black Adam. The courage of Mehen may have safeguarded him from mental attacks, but it never made him immune to telepathy outright.
But most importantly,
Okay.
Apocalypse could absorb all of Black Adam's energy powers and turn him right back around.
The living lightning may be enchanted, but it is still lightning. It's frequently displayed
Yeah,
properties of
well, it's still
ionized
energy, yeah.
Thus, there's no reason Apocalypse couldn't absorb it for himself.
They even say it's been rerouted
Plus,
before,
it's been
so
shared between
yeah.
people many times before, and the more it's given to other hosts, the weaker the original bearer becomes. Hell, stealing the power of the living lightning is how Teth Adam became Black Adam in the first place, so Apocalypse could do the same.
By slurping up
All right,
Black Adam's
then.
magic, Apocalypse grew in power while Black Adam got weaker. It was only a matter of time before Black Adam was literally helpless against the end of all things.
Black Adam may have been power and Apocalypse's wide array of powers and
I love
specific
that.
combos to the living lightning meant he could rise to the challenge.
Hope they get it fixed by
Not
next
yet,
time.
Until Noor gave him the boot.
The winner is Apocalypse.
All right, then. I gotta say, I am a
Thank you for
bit
watching.
surprised,
Stay tuned.
but
We'll be
not that
jumping into the next
surprised.
matchup
And I'll
next
talk about
week.
what I think
But you
about
can
the
always get more
episodes
Death Battle
afterwards.
right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there.
But I want to see who's
and
next.
by downloading the battle music linked down below.
So next time on Death Battle, we have... That's Trunks, and I think that was Silver? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Wait, hang on. So it's not regular Trunks versus regular Silver. It's Dragon Ball Heroes, or is that the Xenoverse? Like Xeno Trunks then versus Archie Silver. Okay, I did not think that's where they were going with this. When I saw that Trunks was confirmed for Death Battle Season 9, I thought, okay, yeah, he's gonna fight Silver. And he is fighting Silver, but I didn't expect it to be these specific versions of the characters. Okay. Not gonna lie though, I don't actually know that much about Archie Sonic, and I don't even really know like what Dragon Ball Heroes is. So that'll be interesting though. I do think though that it might be more interesting than regular Trunks versus regular Silver. Just because, like, we've seen so many Sonic characters and so many Dragon Ball characters on the show before. It's kind of easy to tell where they would go with a fight like that, But for Xeno Trunks versus Archie Silver, that could be a lot more interesting. Okay, that's actually something I'm kind of looking forward to. But anyway, like, enough about that, talking about this fight. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fight. I think maybe I got my expectations up a little too high, because and the more I thought about it, the more I'm thinking, like, there's no way, what's in my head is going to live up to what the fight is. But I still really enjoyed it. I think the animation was pretty well done. I think it could have been more fast-paced in some areas. I think sometimes it kind of, like, took its time a little too much. But I did like the escalation of it. I like how Apocalypse grew big, and I really liked how he looked when he was big. I thought the sprites in general were good. I thought, the location, especially, like, the 3D environment, I was not expecting that whatsoever. And they started it off with, like, the comic panel kind of thing. They had the end at the end. The camera breaking I actually thought was really funny. So yeah, no, in general, I enjoyed this battle animation quite a lot. In terms of the analysis and the conclusion, it does make sense to me. Again, this is one of those fights where it really feels like, there's no way to determine a 100% this character would win thing. I really don't think it can work like that, because these characters have just fought so many of the same kinds of characters that, it could really go either way. But I think that also kind of leads into their reasoning that both of them have, like, fought very similar characters on a strength and speed level, whereas, Apocalypse just had a lot more powers and ways to actually nullify Black Adam's powers. That makes a lot of sense to me personally. For my prediction, like back in the prediction video, I kind of just, like, based on what I'd known about the characters, I thought that Black Adam just in general had better feats, but if Death Battle has proven to me anything, it's that they can always find more feats for characters than I can. So I think really, yeah, what I should have done is taken it from more of an abilities route, rather than like an actual strength, speed, and durability route, because eventually characters get so many feats that at that point it just doesn't really matter anymore. So I can definitely understand their reasoning behind this. I can understand all of it, you know? I can also see a lot of people disagreeing with this result if they do actually believe that Black Adam's strength, speed, and durability would be enough, but they went quite in detail in the conclusion, so I can't really dispute much of that, you know, without doing more research myself. And in terms of the analyses, I thought in general they did a good job. I think that they didn't really hold too much back, which is what I was kind of worried they were going to be doing. But no, they basically just laid everything out, and, you know, it's up to you to figure it out. And I think there were some pieces of the puzzle that I was putting together. I didn't know, though, that Black Adam wasn't completely resistant to mental attacks. But then you also, again, like, have the energy absorption. You have, you know, Black Adam being able to figure out how to kill Apocalypse, but whether or not he actually could kill Apocalypse is a completely different thing. And I was just going under the assumption that, oh yeah, well, he's super strong, he'd be able to do it. But again, we're looking at more times than not who would be able to win. And yeah, it just makes sense to me personally. Again, I can understand if anyone disagrees with this episode, but yeah, no, in general, I really enjoyed this one. I don't know how I would rank it against like the other episodes of this season so far, but I still found it quite enjoyable. If you didn't enjoy it because of who won, well, I hope you can still appreciate the other things it had going for it. And if you just didn't like the way it was presented, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get a better fight or a fight that you wanted. But in general, I still found this one fun enough. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Who do you think should have won? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Comment your comments down below. Subscribe if you could too. That would be amazing. But no matter what you guys do, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.